War Gods. Well, it definitely works, which is good. I'm having like weird issues where I think things are broken now. I think it's the connector. So I really want to get to a point where everything is set up on a CRT and not on a monitor, where I have to upscale. So right now I'm happy, everything works, and I think the next clip will probably be Saturday, which is the 30th or the 28th, where I go and get some of the cases for the first time. So the next thing you should see will either be another thing that I got online or those cases. Okay, it's a little bit nicer today, so I'm feeling comfortable driving and filming. I just went to Game Experts again. Great store. Like the guy who works there is actually like wonderful. I believe he's the owner as well. He's a great dude. Some of their stuff is a little overpriced, but they also have like a buyback program. So when you buy a regular price game, they'll give you a stamp, and then once you've bought so many, you'll actually get a free regular price game. So paying a little bit over, it's not like outrageously expensive. It's like $3 to $5 more expensive than I would normally buy things for, but in the long run it keeps that store in business, which is wonderful. And then it also gives me like the opportunity to get a free regular price game at the end. I only picked up one game. I went to Game Experts where I picked up Diddy Kong Racing, and then I went to a place called Game Street where I was looking for either BioFreaks or Jet Force Gemini. They actually had it at Game Experts. They had Jet Force Gemini there, but the label was slightly worn, so I didn't feel like picking it up there. But maybe if I can find it somewhere, then it will be good to go. But for now, I just picked up Diddy Kong in an expansion pack. And yeah, I'll take a look at both of them when I get back, because I don't want to show them while I'm driving. Okay, so we got the RAM expansion. Has this nice little top piece. And the connector, ooh, hello, camera? The connector looks good. It's hard to see, but the connector looks good. That was $35 right here. $35. Again, they're hard to come by, so I don't care for the $35, but I'm happy to have one so that I can actually play Donkey Kong 64 when I pick it up, and Majora's Mask. So yeah, you can see this clearly. But I bought it for that exact reason, that I want to try and clean this. So he had two available. One was $40 and it was like perfect, but the back sticker and front sticker on this one are great. The only issue is the Thompson. So I'm actually gonna try and clean it. And yeah, this was $34.99, so we'll say $35. So I'm pretty happy with that one too. So it's actually like kind of gross under the flap, so I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I got it out like pretty easily. I don't have the actual tool that's meant to be doing it, but just a little like tip. Anything with an end like this that would fit in this gap right here will do the job pretty easily. So yeah, that was fairly easy to do. So I'm gonna just throw the expansion pack in and we're good to go. Okay, so we're gonna try two different things to get this off. The best way that I know to get permanent marker off is to draw on it with dry erase and then rub it, and the ink is supposed to like blend with the two. So we'll give it a shot. If not, I'm gonna try the goof off again, because apparently that works really well. So if these both don't work, then we'll go to a more like extreme way to fix stuff, but I think this will work. Okay, we'll try this first and see how it goes. So I've just colored over it. Let's give it a little wipe now. It looks more just like smudged than anything. I'm gonna put a little bit of water on this, and then so some of it came off, but it's still on there pretty good. So I'm gonna try the goof off now, and then we'll just take a peek at it after. This stuff is a godsend. It actually is. Like, it's the best thing that's ever been invented ever. I don't want to wipe this on myself, actually. I was just going to wipe it on my pants, but I don't know what that'll do to the color of my pants. So, I got pretty much all of it off, actually. That's really good. I got all of it off. Completely gone. That's crazy. That's crazy. So if you're ever looking to buy games with that have permanent marker on them, or you're worried about that, I'd honestly say go for it. All it took was this, and I barely used any of it, so I'm very, very happy that that worked. I'm actually going to try it on Pokemon Stadium now too, because that has writing on the top, so hopefully I can get that off, and then we'll have 2 Prime cartridges again. Okay, so my copy of Pokemon Stadium it just says Pokemon Stadium on the top, and I believe someone probably wrote their name, but it's been smudged off over the years. So I'm going to try the exact same thing. I'm actually going to do it the exact same way, where I put dry erase on first, and then wipe it, and then switch to the goof off. So let's try that, and then hopefully it works. So this is just after dry erase. A lot of it has already come off. This also is terrible, so I might need a replacement sticker. This stuff is amazing. Like, there's nothing I can recommend that will do more than this. You might want to rinse it off again after with like the water that you used. So, but fucking hell, it's like a godsend. It's so good. It's just like that, easy fix. So that's completely clean now. That's crazy. The only thing I want to say is that this feels like a little bit less smooth. It's a little bit more rough now. So if you want to try it out yourself with something, I'd recommend maybe trying with a cheaper cartridge first to see if you're okay with it. But this is perfect now. Nothing on it. So if you find stuff that has writing on it or anything that you is like underpriced and you think it's because of the writing, I would say go for it, and then just pick up some of this stuff if it's available near you. It'll come English. It'll be goof off, goog on, whatever you want. Like, as long as it's something similar to this. This is literally, it's just like it removes. Like if you think about like the plastic stuff on the bottom of a sticker, it's meant to remove that, but it also works for like certain paints and apparently markers. So I'm happy about that, and I hope that will help you guys in the future. Today is Saturday, April 28th, and I am in the middle of nowhere. I'm actually, like, I'd say 2.5 hours out of the city, so I'm kind of just in like the middle of nowhere, but I'm going to like a collector sale, so hopefully I can find some good stuff. He posted some pictures, but I'm not 100% sure like exactly where I'm going, but hopefully I'm not murdered and killed at the same time. Okay, so I picked up 2 things at the barn sale. It was in a barn, but he had good prices, so I'm not going to complain. I picked up 2 games there. Then I went to meet with the guy who's going to be doing most of my case from now on. So I picked those up. I want to show you them really bad, but I'll wait till I get home, and then I'll just show you them. They're pretty good. They're not what I thought they would be, but I like them, so I need to compare them to the other stuff. I have an order coming from customgamecases.com, which is I think 10 cases, and then I have 2 from Game Case King because I've heard some bad things about Game Case King, and so far they've all been true. He hasn't responded to any of my emails or anything, so we'll see. The ones from Custom Game Cases are in the mail, so they'll be here in 5 or 6 days, I hope. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna be home in like an hour, so for you it's a matter of seconds, but for me it's an hour, so I'll see you then. Holy shit, you can see this huge stack here. Yeah, let's not talk about that right now. So I just got back. I picked up 15 cases and 1, 2, 3 games. So let's get to it. I'm just gonna probably speed most of this up because I don't have some of the games that I bought cases for, but I'll speed it up and show you the cases that I don't have games for. Then we'll put the games in that I do have cases for, and then yeah. Hopefully interrupt. This is in the mail right now. The game for this is in the mail. We just need to wait for it. Okay, so that's all the stuff that I don't have cases for. I got 15 cases total. It was $60. It was like an hour drive, but we talked about it. He's probably just gonna ship any future things that I have. But these are from just like a local guy who does them. Some of them are matte, but some of them are gloss. The spines look really good on all of them. I'll give him that. They all look really good on the side. The only thing I don't like about them is that they're universal. They're not custom for N64s. But I've ordered some from customgamecases.com and GameCase King, so we'll compare the 3 different sources once we get them all. But Turok Rage Wars, I picked up today for $20 from the case guy, because he also sells games sometimes. He does it as a hobby. It's not like a business or anything, but that's a good game to have. And I picked up all the Turok cases because that's like one of the series that I wanted to complete. But they don't snap in, which I'm not a huge fan of. It'll sit in here hopefully, so it'll sit in there. But most of the time, a lot of these that I picked up will stay in the case. They're just kind of here. He did show me one little trick that I'm gonna do with Nightmare Creatures because I have a case or a manual for it. So there's one. That's the first one in a case that I actually own. Pokemon Puzzle Leaf. Looks good. Let's throw it in and be happy about it. That's awesome. Okay, so here's Nightmare Creatures. I actually have a manual for it inside here. So when we look inside the case right now, it's completely blank. But what he had recommended is to put them behind the back cover, facing forwards, like this. You can't see what I'm doing. But now the inside looks like that with Nightmare Creatures. So I might actually figure something out here, because the reason why I ordered from GameCase King was because he has that internal artwork that I really like, and this actually looks pretty good. So maybe in the future I do some prints on for these that just sit in the back here just to make it look a little bit nicer. But Nightmare Creatures in its case, I'm a happy boy. So I have this case here for upside down Jet Force Gemini. Wait, what? It was the right way up. For Jet Force Gemini. It's just backwards when I see it, but when you see it, it'll be the right way. And I did pick that up today. That was one of the games I picked up. It was $15. I went to like a guy doing a sale out of his barn. So let's take off this 15 sticker. There we go. And Jet Force Gemini is good to go. And then the last one I have a case for is War Gods. The War of the Gods has begun. Boom. So those are all in their cases, 5 so far. And then this is the other thing I picked up. It actually has like it looks like a burn almost on the bottom. You can see it's brown. How well you can see, I don't know. But Bass Hunter 64 for $5. I'm not gonna complain. Let's give it a nice little clean and then set it away until we get a case for it. I've already put in an order for this from my guy. So. Happy boy.